What are the financing options available with Noumena Public Beta? There's several different financing options available with Noumena. First, at the CEF Grow. Here, you have wished to have a chief financial officer coach you on important decisions on growing your business. Here, you can apply. It only takes a few minutes to do so, 1 minute or so. You'll be connected with a CFO or CPA, and they'll be able to walk you through anything that you need. The next one here we have is Custom Capital. With Custom Capital, you're able to tell your story and explain exactly what you're needing. So you may not need a $20,000 loan to manufacture a new product, or you may not need, or whatever the case is. You may just need, um, you may have inventory needs, or you may be developing something internally where you're in the research and development phase, and you're purchasing licenses and configuring things. So you just provide what you're doing. You tell your story. You tell who your end users are, um, what it is you're trying to accomplish, or whatever. Not your typical loan. I need to repeat that and redo that one. The next one is Chameleon. This is the personal financing with flexible loans. This one here is like a typical loan, but you have flexible payment options. When we say flexible payment options, what we mean is that payment options that are based on the amount of revenue you bring in. So um, it's not going to be a set term. So you're not going to have a 36-month term or a 48-month term with a set payment. You make it. We make. They make an investment. In exchange, you pay a pre-agreed percentage of your monthly earnings. So you may bring in $20,000 for a month, and the agreement may be 3% of that. You just pay in that case $600 for that month. If you make $1,000, 3%, you're looking at $30 for that month, give or take. Yeah. So the payments are are indefinite until it's paid off in full, with no penalty for paying it off early. You can choose to settle your obligation sooner than scheduled and save. You're in control. There's no fees and no penalties. So with this, your payments rise and fall with your monthly income, uh, giving you that flexibility and scalability that you need when you're in business. The terms are up to you. If you choose to pay a higher percentage of your earnings, then you will pay less over the time of the loan. It is based on numerous factors, so just apply and you'll see all the benefits. Nothing to worry about there. To apply, you must be a U.S. citizen, must be at least 18 years of age, have earned at least 40,000 in the last 12 months, or have earned 20,000 within the last 6 months. It's really easy to get started. You just need to link your bank account where your earnings are paid. That way, funds can be verified. The next one is the faster. This works really well for those that are in e-commerce, or you may be a service company. You may be a service company, landscaping or roofing, just anything like that. So here, what you do is you sell your contract receivables in exchange for upfront cash, less a small fee. So you may have, or trucking is really, really good at this. If you're a trucking company and you have receivables, you have your invoice to be paid, typically 45 days out or so. You just give us contact and you can unlock your cash flow. So with this here, if your client doesn't pay, provided you delivered the work and your client haven't disputed the deliverables, there's no recourse to you. So you're not going to be penalized if for whatever reason the client doesn't pay. To unlock the cash flow, for your contracts. Complete an application and we'll deposit funds in your account within 48 hours before you even begin the contract at work. So you can schedule you can have a load, or you can have a work assignment scheduled out, you know, 2 or 3 days ahead of time, 2 days ahead of time, and get deposit in advance. Um, so if there's anything that you're needing for that work order, or to complete the work, you can have those funds readily available. It's transparent pricing, so there's no front costs and no credit check. You're tired of playing the waiting game to get paid for work. Yes, we are too. That's why we're offering this here. So not only do you get the ability, to scale your work by getting advances and being able to purchase the materials needed ahead of time, but you also no longer have to wait for your invoices to be paid out. And once again, if for every reason the buyer ends up not paying on the invoice, there's no recourse action on your behalf. So you wouldn't have to worry about that. We eliminate that risk for you. The payment terms slows your growth, and so yes, it's really streamlined process. Keeping you in operation and focusing on what's important, and that's getting new clients and keeping your current clients happy. With this, all you have to do is be 18 years or older, have a signed agreement to supply your services to the client. Payment is due from the client for the services within the next 20 days. Have a post dated invoice. So we need an invoice, not a contract here. And due diligence on both the individual and on the invoice needs to be verified. How to apply? All you have to do is send an inquiry, and within 24 hours, we'll be in contact to explain more about the product and learn more about you and your business. There's juice. For non diluted growth, this is really great because usually when you're looking for a business loan and you're looking at um, venture capitalism, or you're looking at angel investors or a business loan, usually there's equity that's exchanged for the loan. You may be a unicorn in development, and 3% of a $3 billion valuation um, is nine is 900 million. No, $90 million. So $90 million you're going to pay up front, let's say, and they only invested $30,000. So you go from getting a $30,000 loan to sharing $90 million with the investor. With us, we're not asking for a percentage of the company, so there's no equity that we're asking for. The loans can range from 10,000 to 30,000. And with this here, the repayment is tied to the percentage of the business gross revenues until the investment return is met. So no fees and no penalties, just like with all of our other loans. Your payments are when pre-agreed total is reached, no matter how long it takes. If your business does well, we get paid faster. If not, there's they're there for the long haul. So regardless, the quantum due does not change the total. So it doesn't change. We're here there for you. So once again, we're not looking at 4-year payment term, 48 months. If it takes 10 years or 20 years to pay it off, that's totally fine. I know that you wouldn't want something like that long. And once again, there's no prepayment penalties or no fees for you to pay it off early. Do the abundance to grow within the giving away equity in your position. So once again, you're not giving away equity here. Payments rise and fall with your monthly business revenues. You have the e-commerce business. One month you sell $10,000 worth of product. The next month you sell $100,000 worth of product. Your payments payments are on a sliding scale. Um, so holiday seasons, we understand what's going on, but yes, so it works well for everyone here. Um, Here are the requirements. To be eligible, you must be a registered corporate entity or S corp or equivalent. You must have an existing revenue stream for a product or service. You must be in business for 3 years, for 3 months, active operating for 3 months at least. Minimum $10,000 in revenue within the last 12 months. Capacity and cash flow to service the facility. Link the bank account where your business revenues are paid, and send us an inquiry. In 24 hours, you'll be contacted. We'll go over all the details, see how we can make this happen for you. How do we do this? So there's several factors that go into the way that we process requests. And what we do is we use a proprietary capital quotient. So it's not defined by your scores or numbers or tests. Capital quotient uncovers your financeability through your passion, capabilities, and potential. I don't know if you ever play games like Farmville or uh, any of those games, any of the games you can find on an Android or mobile device. Uh, Usually, you start at level one and you upgrade different components of the game to further expand your operations. Usually, there's a amount of um, in-game currency or um, tokenization that's involved, and there's a duration of time that elapse for the upgrade to take place. Education's the same. So with Rise, what we're doing, and this is coming soon, uh, Rise is essentially the upgrades for your business, upgrading the upgrades. Payments are based upgrades for your future self. The payments You'll learn these skills or you'll learn these upgrades from experienced industry experts, CFOs, CEOs, head of product, head of operations, top level executive at top companies. And the payments are based on your future success. For freelancers and solopreneurs who want to sharpen their business skills and become better at growing their business, getting getting clients and being able getting more clients, managing deliverables and managing monthly portfolio, managing lead flow, 5,000 or dollar 30,000 depending on the skill training program. Payment only starts after the course is completed and is tied to your future earnings. Better align objectives with your expert structure. Excellent educator paid faster because your earnings rise sooner. So you definitely want to be involved. Everyone that you speak with is an opportunity, and we're not just looking at entry level positions here. These are high level positions within the companies. And so we encourage you to get involved and network with your professors. Uh, there could be openings at their companies. We have a great relationship with the companies with the experts that that are teaching some of these courses. So we advise you to get involved. Once again, the payments are flexible. It's adaptive education finance solution we call Rise. Fees are fixed up front, but you only have to pay as those skills are new, are, are put to use, and your value is realized. So once you realize that value, so once you use those skills and you see the value, the outcome of your skills, and that's when you'll start making payments. It's fixed, it's based on your earnings, so it's not something that you'll have to worry about. We're sure that you'll be able to budget ahead of time with our payment options. So these are the payment options, or these are the loan options or financing options, the better we know you mean. I really enjoyed my time speaking with you today. Tomorrow I'll be going over how to create your profile in your Noumena wallet and why you'll want to do so. By the way, if you sign up for Noumena today while it's in open public data, you'll get $30 in your wallet. You can do whatever you want with it, but we encourage you network with other freelancers and other members of the Noumena community. It's a great way to build relationships. Have a great night, everyone. Thanks. Bye bye. Okay, that's okay.